Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we're going to deal with a high-stress situation. What happens when you taunt a peace officer? That's what we'll deal with today. Let's look this up. Taunting a police officer. Legal implications of taunting a police officer. Taunting or verbally abusing a peace officer or police officer can have legal implications. Like what, you might ask? Well, here are some of the key points to consider. First, you have your First Amendment protections. The First Amendment generally protects freedom of speech, including the right to criticize or insult police officers. However, this protection is not absolute, and it's going to get into probably when you incite a riot or use fighting words. Courts have ruled that certain type of speech, such as fighting words that incite an immediate breach of the peace, are not protected. This means that if your words are deemed to provoke a violent response or obstruct the officer's duties, you could face legal consequences. All right, so I have one for you today, and I'll pull up the rest of this and you all can take a look at it as we work. Okay. We have the name of this video, and this video is from Cop Cam Chaos. A drunk man calls a police officer a N-word and drives over a cliff. This one's pretty funny. We'll lecture as we go. We'll go over different things, and we'll talk and discuss.
Dude, get the fuck out of my car, man. What are you doing? Put your hand on me again. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sit down.
I'm trying to pull my pants up. Fuck it, nigger.
May 18th, 20.
All right, so we see this happen last year, May 18th, 2023. They don't tell us where this is at, but we'll do some search and we'll figure it out based on what law they give the name of, and we'll see if we can figure out where this is. First of all, I see this part of the body. Oh, all right, so we see there's a blurred image over here. Once again, this is the police officer's cruiser, and his computer is over here and open, and potentially it has the last person's information still pulled up that he looked at from looking at someone's license plate. All right, but the information I wanted to point out everybody's attention is, look at this. This body cam says this is actually from April the 8th of 2023. Unless the body camera's timing is wrong, and that can pose an issue. Or that is the perfect issue, depending on what side you are in a legal action. This body cam date needs to be correct. Otherwise, how can you verify the thing happened when you say it did? It can bring up a small technical issue that potentially can be exploited to get a person off. All right, I wanted to point to what type of camera we're using here. This is the 3rd generation Axon body cam, and I wanted to point to what this unit's number is, so that we can follow along as the camera switches to a different officer's footage. We'll get this full number here once he gets out of the view of the computer, because then they'll unblock the screen.
2023. Police were dispatched to a Pop's Italian restaurant in response to a call of a crash reported. Upon arrival, officers encountered Miles Aldinger, found unresponsive and heavily intoxicated inside his vehicle, which was hanging over the curb. Officer Hunt attempted to facilitate a swift resolution by asking Miles to call a tow, as the restaurant urgently needed the area cleared. However, Miles's response was unexpected and escalated quickly, leading to a confrontation where he became aggressive towards the officers. Stay tuned to witness the unfolding events of this raw body.
I don't know if they call that Julette or Julet. Probably Julette, but I believe that's in Illinois. We can take a quick look and see. Where is the city of Julette? I thought it was in Illinois. All right, so it's in Illinois, 40 miles southwest of Chicago. It's in Will County, Illinois. All right, so we see now, once again, like I said, if you notice when you got out of the cruiser, they still blocked out that computer, so that's what they were blocking out. All right, so we see this information here. All right, it's a 3rd generation Axon body cam. This is our serial number for this body camera. This number will change depending on which camera we're viewing. Okay, so that's important information to know if you're ever reviewing a case file. You know, how was the information put together, from which camera caught what. All right, and that's the important thing for a defense attorney and for a prosecutor. You spend a lot of time reviewing information. All right, so if you have a good to great memory, you can do well in this type of field. Let's jump back in. Let's take a look at this body cam footage to see what we have from the officers of Julet or Julette.
Body cam footage. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-life police encounters.
Hey, dude. What are you gonna do here, dude? I'm waiting for my car. Huh? I'm waiting for my car. Yeah, you over the curve, man. I'm waiting for my car. What do you mean you're waiting for it?
2423.
I'm waiting for my car.
You have a what?
I'm here with the business right now, man.
You know,
work.
Get your car, man.
No, I know it's over. I know. I didn't get it.
So what are you gonna do about it?
You want me to move it?
Huh?
Can I just move it? No, you can't. Let me look at it, dude.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? You can't just move it.
Yeah, come look at it. Look.
Oh no, I know. No, I know.
You hey, look, dude. I'm not trying to give you a hard
Listen,
time.
I know, brother.
First of all, just call me officer, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, so first of all, if a person, all right, here's a reasonable thing. If you ever stop by a peace officer or a police officer, be respectful. I would suggest no, yes sir, no sir. If nothing else, yes officer, no officer. And if you know what the person's name is, no officer so and so, yes officer so and so. Be respectful and try to make the interaction as painless as possible. All right, we can see that obviously either this man is intoxicated or something, because we're going to see. I'll point your attention down here.
So yeah, just go ahead and have a seat, man.
No, I'm waiting.
All right, you see this is these two parking lots are not even to one another, so if you go over this edge, you're going to come down a wall, maybe 6 to 10 inches, so you're going to mess your car up. As you see, he's stuck on that ledge. All right, how about Illinois, IL, laws for driving while intox and having accident. All right, let's look at aggravated DUI. Nope. How about hit and run to leave a scene of an accident is a crime if the accident causes injury. Hit and run can cause. How about? Well, he's not actually damaging that piece of property. Let's take a listen and see what's going to happen with Mr. Michael. His name is Miles. Mr. Miles Aldinger.
Yeah, that's what I work for. That's what I work
They
with.
got a tow truck company or something?
Yeah, something like that.
You know.
We're
Go ahead and have a seat, man.
no, I'm not sitting in the fucking dirt.
Alright.
Fuck out of here.
Who are you talking to, dude?
Who are you talking to?
Step back, man.
No, man. Who are you talking
Hey, just relax,
to?
bro.
Who are you talking to?
It's all good, bro.
No, we're not gonna get like that, bro. You're gonna fucking talk to me.
What?
Fucker, you work. For
That's
me.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Step back, dude.
Back the fuck up.
I can almost assure you the way he acted right there kind of goes directly to our very first search. Taunting a police officer. All right. Disorderly conduct and obstruction. Many states have laws to prohibit disorderly conduct or obstruction of a police officer. These laws can be broadly interpreted to include verbal abuse or taunting that interferes with the officer's ability to perform their duties. We know what to look up. Illinois obstruction. I saw $25,000 somewhere in there. Let's see what was going on with that. Penalties for the class 4 felony. It's always interesting how every state has, different money penalties. All right, obstruction laws in Illinois. Obstruction laws prevent individuals from interfering with law enforcement, judicial processes, and other official duties. The key points include obstructing justice. This is found at 720 ILCS 5. I believe this is a /31-4. They give you a definition of what this term is. All right, obstructing justice involves actions intended to prevent apprehension or obstruct prosecution or defense, such as destroying, altering, concealing, or disguising physical evidence. Let's see, leaving the state or concealing oneself or possessing material knowledge. Reporting materially false information during an investigation of a child's disappearance. Whoa, that's crazy. All right. How about resisting or obstructing a peace officer? All right, this is 31-1. Knowingly resisting arrest or obstructing a peace officer, firefighter, or correctional institution employee in their official duties. This may be the one. And I don't know, did he give his name? We have his name just due to the deal here. I think it's probably more of this resisting or obstructing a peace officer under 5/31-1. This is probably more along the lines of what we have here. All right, let's jump back in.
I'm gonna call a tow truck, dude.
No, you don't need to call a tow truck.
You gotta get it out of here.
I got my fucking people
All right.
coming.
Okay. You got a tow truck coming, dude? You got a tow truck coming?
All right, understand what happened there. That portion was cut out due to them having to mute out most of the content. Now, when a person requests this footage, they'll be given a raw format, but it's been redacted out where they can't have any person's private information put out. You may be able to get the video and audio, but certain things will be redacted. Just like with certain court filings, certain things will be filed under seal, or they will need to be redacted, such as a person's social security number, their driver's license number, other pieces of information that may show up in a court filing that should be redacted. Sometimes people will be ordered to resubmit things with the filing redacted. All right, but some time has passed. He's getting out of the car to ask him if he is called a tow truck, and it starts up immediately from there once again. All right, let's watch.
You got a tow truck coming, dude?
Shut the fuck up, I'm on the phone.
Alright.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Back up. Back the fuck up, dude.
I don't know yet. He's been real confrontational, man. So hey, so he's been real confrontational, man.
So backup. This officer's requested backup. In most situations, if a person is confrontational with the officers, and they have the opportunity and there's officers available, pretty sure backup is going to be requested. You saw this officer automatically was getting his gloves out, but now he's tucked them somewhere, probably back in his pocket there or inside this vest here. All right, he's also wearing a camera, and I think we're going to switch over to his camera in just a moment. All right, but let's keep watching. And remember, you can always see, if you go back and watch the original video yourself with no stopping, you can always see what camera is being used by taking a look at this serial number here. This one is X60A3384W. This is this officer that we're not seeing just yet, but I would guess he's a African American man or brown skinned man. All right, and I think we'll switch over to his and we'll see his in a moment too. If you're reviewing different officers' videos, you also have to check and make sure these things are synced. Now, most of the time, I think it's possible because they're all getting uploaded at the station. I think they all have to be synchronized. And I'm not sure if it happens automatically when they upload the footage from this camera, if it synchronizes itself.
So he's been real confrontational, man. Just trying to, basically see if we can call a tow, man. Just keep on talking nonsense, man. So yeah, I don't think we can do that open alcohol on public property. Private property. So just gonna try to get somewhere with him again, man, and see if we can get him to at least be decent and say, all right, do you want to call?
Notice that everybody's putting their gloves on.
But he was kind of aggressive. Hey, how you doing? So this was gonna happen, dude. Are you calling a tow or what? Huh?
Yes.
All right, who you calling? How long before they get here?
1 minute or two.
No, that's it. Who do you call? Let me know who you call.
My guy.
Okay, can you put him on speakerphone so we can see?
No. It don't work like that.
Hey, Miles.
You know it don't work like that.
Miles.
What? What?
After I just helped you out earlier, you're gonna be confrontational with him?
Fucking am I being confrontational, man? I'm trying to fucking wait for a tow, man. What do you want me to do? I'm fucking pulled over the edge. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing, bro. I'm waiting for a fucking tow.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, bro.
This guy is very extra, and one day I think he's going to come back and see all the videos that look, this already has, this is from a month ago and it's been watched 1,000 times by people. Okay, anybody in the city of Gillette probably knows Miles now. I don't know if these two people know each other or if any of these officers know him, but his reinforcement came in full effect, and he's probably on about 85 right now out of 100. But let's watch. Let's see. I would never encourage anyone to be disrespectful with a police officer. Remember, the thing that we advocate for here is the worst place and the place that you'll never win your argument is in the street. Did you hear that? The worst place and the place where you'll always lose your argument is in the street. Okay? Let's watch and see what happens with Miles.
No, I am. I'm not trying to be confrontational with
Who
you.
did you call? What tow company did you call?
I'm not calling a fucking tow company, dude. I work. Get the fuck out of my car, man.
What
What the fuck are you doing? I said get the fuck out of my car.
Back up, man. Step back.
Dude,
Don't step back.
you have no
Step back.
fucking,
Don't step
you have
back.
no right to
Hey,
go in my
step back.
fucking
I'm
vehicle.
asking you to step back.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
asking you to
fucking
step back.
standing right here,
I'm asking you
motherfucker.
to
Put
step
your hand
back.
on me again.
I'm asking you to
Put your
step back.
fucking hands on me again. I'm asking you to stay out of my fucking car. You have no right to go in my car.
Yeah,
You have no right to go in my car.
Give me your name.
No, fuck you.
What's your name? Give me your name
Fuck
and ID.
you.
Give me your name and ID, man.
Fuck you, dude.
What's your name?
You passed that up when you went in my...
Okay, so in Illinois, let's look up a search and see if you must in Illinois, must you produce your ID when requested? Illinois ID requirements during police stops. All right. In Illinois, the requirement to produce identification depends on the context of the situation. They got some key points. Traffic stops. Drivers. If you're driving and are stopped by the police, you are required, we'll highlight that, to produce your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance upon request. Notice that the officer's tone changed. He asked him, "What is your name? Let me see your ID." That changes the whole situation right there. It's on camera. And he has another camera now that's going to hear it. Failure to do so can result in fines or other penalties. All right, we're not really worried about passengers. That's not our situation today. But you see, you can come back and find this from this search here. In Illinois, must you produce your ID when requested? What about in your home state? Must you produce your ID when requested? I'll tell you how a lawyer deals with the question when someone asks them a question like that. Well, let me go review it. The law changes so much, and based on every situation, the best answer is let me go review it. Pedestrian stops. All right. So, good question. Right now, is Miles a driver or is he a pedestrian? Is Miles a driver or a pedestrian? The difference is if he's a driver, then that means he's operating a vehicle. If he's a pedestrian, that means he's just moving from place to place, walking, or on something that does not require a motor and a license to operate. Pedestrian stops. During a pedestrian stops or a pedestrian stop, the police need reasonable suspicion. If you're stopped by the police while walking, that's not necessarily Miles here, you are not required to produce identification unless the officer has reasonable suspicion that you have committed, are committing, or about to commit a crime. In such cases, the police can ask you for your name, your address, and an explanation of your actions. About to commit. What does that mean? Now, in law school, they said to me, this is the scene in a movie where where the police catch the person with the crowbar in their hands, and the crowbar has been slipped into the window sill, about to commit. But can it also be when the police have information from a criminal informant that such and such is going to be at this place? And the police stop such and such because they know who he is, and they say, produce your ID. Can I see your ID? Where do you live? And what are you doing? Public place. The requirement to identify yourself applies only in public places. If you are in a private location, such as your home, you're not obligated to identify yourself to the police. Now, as you know, with any rule, that's not all of it, okay? You see that it says public place, and they've said in a private place you don't. If the police are at this private place to execute a warrant, then yes, they can find out who every person is and ID every person that is present. Because there may be a number of exigent circumstances. Officer safety. Also, the warrant is being executed to find a person. In the arrest warrant, everyone needs to be ID'd to find the person. Right. Let's see if they have any other information for us in the general considerations. All right, you also have voluntary identification. While you're not always required to produce ID, providing your name and address can sometimes help avoid further complications. However, you have the right to remain silent and to ask for an attorney if you feel uncomfortable providing this information. Now, understand something, and this is for everybody out there who may be listening. If you remain silent and request an attorney, then you will be taken to the police station. Okay? You will be detained until your attorney is available to represent you. Or you will be detained until a lawyer can be assigned to your case. False ID. Providing a false name, address, or date of birth to a police officer is a crime in Illinois. It's a Class A misdemeanor, punishable by up to 364 days in jail and a fine of up to $2,500. All right, let's jump back over here and let's hear about Mr. Miles.
my car without
What's
him.
your name? Hey, step
You
back.
went-
dude. Step
you-
back. Step.
we-
I'm
we-
asking you to step back.
I'm asking you
Step
not
back.
to go in my fucking
Step
car.
back. Step back.
I'm asking you not to go
All
in
right,
my car.
Step back. You know
You
what?
have no right to go in my
You being
car.
confrontation. Let me pat you down and make sure you don't got anything on you.
Yeah.
Put your hands up.
Hey man, be fucking easy, bro. You know I don't have anything on me. You know I don't have anything on me, bro. Come on, man. Be easy, dude. Be easy, bro. You're fucking... This is ridiculous, dude. I have a flashlight and a fucking credit card, bro. The fuck is wrong with you? Be easy, bro. Let my arm go. Let my arm down a little bit.
You know what? You've been
man.
confrontational, dude. You walked up to me in an aggressive manner. So right now, until we
Are you
figure out what's going on, dude, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs for my safety. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so you see how everything can go left just by your attitude and how you choose to treat the peace officer, the police officer, when they approach. All right, you see the search. Illinois police officer use of handcuffs for safety. All right. And this is pretty standard almost everywhere. One thing to think about when you're thinking about the law in all 50 states and under federal law, even though there may be small differences in what they call things, the laws of this land are fairly uniform. And if there is something new, say for instance in California, due to technology kind of new crime, it will soon trickle down to each of the other areas fairly quickly. You think about it. With the American judicial system, the American justice system, all these different jobs go to conferences with everyone from everywhere. And they'll be full, you know. You go to legal aid conferences with different legal aid organizations around the United States. You go to prosecutor conferences with prosecutors from all 50 states. Judge conferences with judges from all 50 states. The laws are fairly similar everywhere. Congress, all of that. All right, in Illinois, police officers can use handcuffs for safety reasons, even if the person is not under arrest. Officer safety. You know, and since everything's been recorded, it doesn't hurt that the officer says, "I'm doing this for my safety." Loud enough so it's caught on the camera, right? All right, officer safety. Officers can handcuff someone if they believe it's necessary for their safety. This includes situations where the person poses a threat or is involved in a violent crime. Search warrants. Officers can handcuff occupants during the execution of a search warrant to ensure safety and prevent interference. custody, and transport. Handcuffs can be used when a person is in custody and being transported, even if they are not under arrest, to prevent escape or harm. The use of force continuum. Alright, if you work in the justice system, you've heard this term. Alright, handcuffs are part of the soft control techniques in the use of force continuum. Alright, you have verbal, soft control, intermediate force, lethal force. Alright, it says they're used to gain control with a low probability of causing injury. Policy compliance. The Illinois State Police and other departments have policies on the use of handcuffs, including ensuring they are used appropriately and safely. Let's take a look at this light and see where it takes us. It takes us to the use of force and intermediate weapons. Interesting. 12-page article. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's jump back in and see what happens.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
all right?
that's fun. You don't have to fucking slam my head around, man.
All right.
I'm being easy with you.
Have a seat, because I asked you to have a seat on the curb last time. Have a seat.
Okay,
Have a
man.
seat. Sit down.
Yes, sir.
Sit down. Sit
Let
down.
me pull my
Sit
pants
down.
up.
Sit down.
Let me fucking pull my
Sit
pants
down.
up, dude.
Sit down.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sit down.
I'm trying to pull my pants
Sit down.
up. You fucking ignorant nigger.
24.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? That's how you treat people? That's how you protect and serve?
Alright, then you
Fucking ignorant motherfucker.
Not the registered owner. And could not provide.
Hey, where'd my keys go? I lost my shit. Oh, there they are.
Go ahead. I got it.
There you go. When you were slamming the
Miles, sit down.
Okay.
All right, let's talk for a second here on after arrest. Yeah, search incident, or let's do automobile exception. All right, let's look at the automobile exception in Illinois. All right, we're talking about a warrantless search. Okay, remember the Fourth Amendment allows us to be free from unreasonable searches of our persons, our possessions. They said, well, our persons, our property, our papers, and our effects. All right, so this is a part of your property here, your car, without a warrant. All right, a warrant being issued showing reasonable cause. All right, understand the automobile exception in Illinois. In Illinois, the automobile exception allows the police to search in a vehicle without a warrant if there's probable cause to believe it contains evidence of criminal activity. This exception is based on the vehicle's mobility and the potential for evidence to be moved or destroyed. Officers must have probable cause to believe the vehicle contains contraband or evidence of a crime. All right, so let's talk about that whole idea of evidence of a crime. We see he's had some kind of accident here where he's driven over the edge. He talked to the other officer about he didn't see any open containers when he glanced into the car in plain view. Driving over the ledge and being asleep in the car potentially could mean the person is intoxicated, and there may be an intoxicant still here in the car somewhere. Let's see what happens.
Trying to say that his girl took his wallet and keys, even though his wallet was in his back pocket. His wallet was in his pocket, and his keys were in the room.
Alright. Well, he got open alcohol, man, so obviously I can't do anything with that on private property. Let me talk to him, see if they want to call a tow, because this dude ain't gonna kind of have it. He can't leave this like this, man.
He probably don't have no money for a tow.
Exactly. And if we call a tow, they gonna want to get paid.
The officer convinced the restaurant to call the tow instead since Miles was being belligerent, and the responsibility kind of lied on them since it's a private property.
So I let them know that they're gonna have to. He's not gonna have his car towed, man. So I let them know it's kind of their thing as far as getting it towed. So yeah, I'm gonna let this dude go. He seems to like you guys, man.
No, he don't like me at all.
Oh, you don't?
Not now that I had to push him in the car.
Okay.
The officers discussed among themselves on whether they should release Miles or take him to jail. You might be surprised on the decision they made.
Told him to stay back multiple times, and he wants to keep
Coughed up with his
coming
hands,
up.
and then the
Or
rest
you
of them-
you asked for, obviously you have a reason to be here. He's got open alcohol in the car. You asked for his ID, he didn't give it to you, obstructing at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Up to you. It's your call, but
Okay, so he does have open alcohol
Let me
in the
go
car.
holler at Brandon. Let me
Alright.
check something out real quick, and then I'll let you know about probably a minute.
Yep.
As far as what I'm gonna do.
The officer ultimately decided to arrest Miles and charge him with assault and obstructing identification. Watch the crazy aftermath of Miles being released with an I-bond.
Fucking clown. Fucking pussy.
gotta make sure he gets off.
Yep.
Get off what?
The
This
property.
is public property, bitch. I don't have to leave anywhere. I can fucking record you, you fucking clown ass bitch.
This is a restricted area. You gotta get off the property.
Can you at least do me a fucking favor?
We're
Tell
not
me
doing you no
which way
favors,
is
dude.
north, south, east,
We're not
west.
doing you no favors. You need to leave, man.
That's how the police work?
We're not, dude. You've been a complete asshole and jerk to us the entire time. You've been aggressive. You've been calling us obscenities.
Right,
You've been-
and I'm
yeah.
asking you, which
No,
way is
leave.
north, south, east, and west?
North is that way. North is that way. South is that way. North is that way.
North is that way?
Yeah,
Thank
north
you.
is that way.
That's all you had to do, bro.
Let's look at
Fucking
what a I-bond is.
fucking nigger. Hopefully your mom shows you. On that white dick, nigger.
Okay, so interesting video, right? All right, let's look at what a I-bond is. All right, in my home jurisdiction, we call it being released on your own recognizance. Here, I-bond is an individual bond. The defendant did not have to post money, but was released on personal recognizance, meaning they trust you just to come on back because basically they probably don't have room to keep them in jail. That says before the Safety Act. All right, D bond was deposit bond, C bond, cash bond. All right, that's pretty uniform and pretty, you know. My home jurisdiction, the D bond is called a commercial bond, meaning you have to have a bail bondsman put up 10% for you. We also have a sheriff's bond where the sheriff can accept something, and then they would basically sign off for you and say that that person can be released, and if they don't appear, the sheriff would just go pick them back up. These D bonds are 10%. Circle Court of Cook County. Alright, let's jump back over here. Alright, well, once again, hope you had the opportunity to learn something. Remember to like the content, share the content, watch some of the old videos. This is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. I want you to have the best day. You all have a good day.